Hello, Chiefs Kingdom. Are you ready for another exciting chapter in the offseason? Buckle up because we've got some big news and even bigger moves to talk about. As we step into the month of May, the Kansas City Chiefs are making waves, and we're here to break it all down for you. It's the kind of excitement you feel right before the game-winning touchdown. Anticipation, strategy, and pure passion. Let's start with the elephant in the room. The Chiefs are on the hunt to keep building a dynasty, and you know what that means. Smart moves, savvy trades, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. We all know Reid doesn't play around when it comes to roster decisions, and trust me, this offseason has been no different. From salary cap management to key player acquisitions, the Chiefs' front office has been working behind the scenes like a well-oiled machine. But it's not just about staying put. This is about taking the next step. We've seen the moves, we've seen the depth, and let's be real, we've seen the championship mentality. The Chiefs have already built a juggernaut of a roster, and this offseason, the goal has been simple: stay ahead of the competition and keep the momentum rolling. Now, I know what you're thinking. The salary cap? The looming free agent decisions? Those are the types of things that can keep even the most seasoned front office executives up at night. But not Reid. What we're seeing here is sheer brilliance. Rather than panic, he's made calculated moves that have kept the core of the team intact while still making room for fresh talent. That's how you build a dynasty, by sticking to the vision and making the right calls at the right time. And let's talk about the draft for a minute. If you haven't been paying attention, you're going to want to sit down. The Chiefs absolutely crushed it. From the first pick to the 7th, every selection had purpose. Every decision was calculated. The strategy was clear: get the right pieces, keep the system intact, and find players who can make an immediate impact. No reach picks, no risky moves, just pure, smart football decisions. One of the most exciting picks? Offensive lineman Josh Simmons from Ohio State. You might not think much of a pick that comes at the tail end of the first round, but trust me, this kid is special. If he stays healthy, he could very well be the best defensive lineman from this draft class. You don't just pick someone like that and sit them on the bench. Simmons will be a starter come week 1, and I can't wait to see how he develops in the Chiefs system. Then there's the defensive line. With the selection of Omar Norman-Lott from Tennessee, the Chiefs are building a deep, dynamic front. This is the type of pick that you make with an eye on the future. We all know how important a dominant defensive line is, and Norman-Lott brings the toughness and raw ability needed to keep the Chiefs' defense at a championship level. But it's not just the obvious picks that stand out. How about the selection of Ashton Gillett, an edge rusher from Louisville? Sure, he didn't put up the monster sack numbers last season, but his pressure rate was steady, and that's just as valuable in today's game. His addition gives the Chiefs depth at a key position and keeps them well-positioned for a long playoff run. We can't forget about the secondary. The Chiefs have made it clear that they want to bolster their cornerback group, and that's exactly what they did with the addition of Noah Williams from Cal. 7 interceptions last season? That's playmaking potential right there. This is the type of pick that could pay off big, especially if there's any shakeup in the secondary. Don't be surprised if Williams is competing for a starting spot before the season's end. And then there's the wide receiver position. You can't talk about the Chiefs without talking about their dynamic receiving core. Enter Jalen Royals, a wide receiver from Utah State. Speed, crisp routes, and a deep threat ability. Sound familiar? That's because Royals might just be the player to bring back the deep shots that Chiefs fans miss from the days of Tyreek Hill. Royals has the tools to make a big impact, and with Mahomes at the helm, the possibilities are endless. But perhaps the most intriguing pick comes in the form of linebacker Jeffrey Bassa from Oregon. His ability to cover tight ends and running backs in space makes him a versatile weapon on defense. We've seen Bolton's strengths, but Bassa's coverage skills could offer something that's been missing. This is exactly the type of move that strengthens the defense and gives the Chiefs another piece for their championship puzzle. As we look ahead, one thing is clear. The Chiefs are not just building for the present, they're building for the future. Every move, every pick, every contract renewal has been aimed at staying at the top of the AFC. Kansas City has already proven they're one of the best teams in the league, but with these smart additions, they're positioning themselves for even greater success. So, Chiefs Kingdom, what's next? Well, it's simple: stay tuned. The season is just getting started, and with the moves made this offseason, the Chiefs are primed to make another Super Bowl run. This team is built for greatness, and we're just getting warmed up. Keep the faith, trust the process, and let's ride this wave together. It's going to be an unforgettable year for the Kansas City Chiefs.